Welcome to Bespoke Unit. In this video I'm going to be comparing Scentbird and Scent Box. Hi, I'm CP, and in this video I'm going to be comparing Scentbird and Scent Box, two very similar subscription services for fragrances. So if you've already seen the individual reviews, you'll have a good idea of the differences between the two, and you probably have noticed that they are strikingly similar. So I'm here to kind of break down the difference so you can decide which one to get. You've probably already heard my speech about there are numbers of different types of subscription services in the world, and I don't see any reason why I shouldn't do it again. Basically, you have Netflix, Spotify, and all those things. You can even get subscription services for ties, socks, food, accessories, anything you name it, it probably exists. So why should fragrances be any different? On paper, Scentbird and Scent Box are practically identical. Both cost $15 a month with a reduction on the first month of use. You can add a second fragrance with your monthly subscription, and they come in 8 milliliter or 0.27 ounce quantities. They also both come in these travel atomizers, and you can simply, with every following or subsequent order, you just simply swap out your fragrance. What's interesting here is a quick difference I'd like to note is that on the travel atomizer here I have the fragrance noted, which is John Varvantos, which I've never actually heard out loud, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing properly. Apologies if not. And on the other one it's not labelled. In fact, it's labelled here on the travel atomizer, which is Paco Rabanne Invictus. So I'm quite curious, on the following months, does this come with another sheath? And if so, why? I honestly don't know. So, like I said, you're looking at a similar price, similar containers, and similar customization options for your subscription, where you can add an extra one. There is a difference with Scent Box in the sense that you can also have a premium subscription, which gives you access to a greater number of exclusive fragrances, which are included probably in Scentbird, but there's a lot less chance of you receiving it. See, in both cases you're never guaranteed to receive the exact fragrance that you want. Instead, you basically put up a wish list, and there's a chance, it's like a bit of a lottery whether you get it or not. If this is something that you'd enjoy, you like surprises, you like being adventurous, this is great. If you're the kind of person that doesn't like that, you might be less keen to try it out, but who knows. There is another advantage to Scent Box, is that you do get a 35% discount with the discount code SCENT35. You can look in the description below. That was because we are working with Scent Box to try and open it up to our readers, so you do have that possibility also. Next is the variety of fragrances that you have from either Scentbird or Scent Box. While Scentbird offers 450 plus fragrances, Scent Box has effectively doubled it with 850 plus fragrances. Now, I'm not sure of how that's distributed between masculine and feminine fragrances, but still it gives you an idea of their catalogues. Either way, they're vast and will take you between 15 to 30 years to be able to try them all if you're only having one a month. What really separates the two is the subscription process itself. With Scentbird, it's a relatively simple affair. You create an account, you choose the kind of fragrances that you like, and you process the order and it's sent out to you. With Scent Box, however, it's a little bit different. I really enjoyed this. In fact, what happens is you create your account, and then it takes you through a series of questions, multiple choice questions, where you can choose your favorite color out of a selection, your favorite music, your favorite food, your favorite smell, so it can be things like forest, sea air, etc. Your favorite vacation, your favorite activities, so going to a city break for vacation or going to a beach, your favorite activities, so it can be like kayaking, walking in the woods, things like that, which is used to kind of identify your taste. So if you're the kind of person who's indecisive, or you're not quite sure of the fragrances that you like, then Scent Box really gives you a good head start in this sort of route to self-discovery. Both of them have essentially the same advantages. Both of them offer a very similar service. Personally, I find Scent Box's initial subscription service to be much more engaging. I also find that Scent Box by offering this premium subscription service, it's a little bit more transparent in the way it works, and you can access better quality fragrances. Before I actually continue with anything else, it's probably important to highlight that in both cases you're getting authentic fragrances from big designer brands. For example, like I said, this is Paco Rabanne and this is John Varvantos. Either way, very respected brands. Now, what you're going to receive is going to have a different dollar value each time, and you're paying, say, $15 a month. So you're looking at you're paying $1.87 per milliliter. Now, I mentioned this in my individual reviews of each one, but I think it's something worth highlighting just so you are aware of the factors at play. When you buy a fragrance, you're looking at about an average of $100 per bottle. Say it's a 100 milliliter bottle, so you're looking at $1 per milliliter. Already you can see that you're paying more for this, and of course you're not guaranteed to know exactly the value of the fragrance that you're receiving. So why would you pay more per volume for a fragrance? First of all, you're buying them at a much smaller quantity, which means that the price is up, but you don't really notice it. Secondly, you're getting independent bottlings and a monthly subscription, so there's all the care, administration, packaging that goes into that, the organization, the logistics, that's not without a cost. And secondly, it's giving you access to a variety of fragrances. You get basically 8 milliliters is meant to represent a monthly ration. So you're able to change this fragrance relatively. The alternative for this would be to get such an equivalent quantity, to be buying a whole bottle and then regularly putting it into one of these travel atomizers. So you can buy 10 of these travel atomizers for about the value of a monthly subscription, but you still have to make that $100 investment into the bottle in the first place. And you better hope that this is a fragrance that you're going to like forever. It's the kind of fragrance that you're going to get bored of, which we all do get bored of fragrances eventually, or some of us do. It's going to be collecting dust at the back of a cupboard somewhere. So you're never going to be really wasting anything with this, so there is that added advantage as well. Really, whether you choose Scentbird or Scent Box is just a question of personal opinion. What do you want from a fragrance? Are you starting off? Are you starting to explore fragrances? Or are you an established or confident collector who has a large variety already and is happy to make that investment? If you're the latter, then this is perhaps not the most adapted service to you, although it does have its benefits in that you can discover new things that you would have never expected to try. But if you're starting out, this is a great option. In fact, Paul and I were having, Paul Anthony, Bespoke Unit's founder, were having a quite deep conversation about this. And he argued that when he started out in fragrances, if he knew about a service like this, he would have likely gone for it. Well, anyway, let us know in the comments if you have a preference between the two, whether you're into this kind of concept of a subscription service for fragrances, or if you're against it. We'd be fascinated to know. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more men's lifestyle content like this. Until then, I'm CP, and take care.